Welcome, everybody. Welcome to When the Right One Comes, a series of podcasts of me giving a one-on-one masterclass to y'all. If you would do me a favor, if you would like this on YouTube, the thumbs up, like it, subscribe to the channel. When the Right One Comes, Bishop Greg Davis, When the Right One Comes. Subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Facebook, like and share. If you're watching on Instagram, make sure you send some badges for the love. Listen, today I want to talk about 5 keys to a healthy relationship. 5 keys unlock. So I want to talk about 5 keys to a healthy relationship. Healthy, it simply means to be in good health, physical condition, good physical condition. But also in this context, we're talking about a good, healthy, in good health in a relationship. No complications, no ailments from past trauma in relationships, past trauma, past toxicity. You're not infected. Neither partner is infected by one another. 5 keys to being in a healthy relationship where both parties, not just ladies, many times you do the work, but you get an unhealthy man. Because a lot of times, guest I had years ago had an impact. I remember the name of his book, Men Don't Heal, They Hoe. Men don't heal, they hoe. So that's what we're going to get into today, making sure that both parties, and that means you have to do the work. Before we do that, you see this hat that I'm wearing, right? Yeah, yeah. The Go With God hats, they are in, all right, and they are on the website, Trucker Hat, and you can tell somebody friendly, hey, go with God. That's like being blessed. Or you can tell them, go with God. I really don't want to talk about this. All right. Go with God. Yeah. So get your Go With God hat. And of course, your Go With God gear. It's all on the website, gregdavidshow.com. This is how you help me do what I do. And I'll also share with you a way that you can donate to the movement of When the Right One Comes. Again, 5 keys to a healthy relationship. Um, there are people that tell you, well, nobody said that the relationship is going to be happy. Um, 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 Nobody said that the relationship is going to be happy. Well, who wants to be in a relationship that's not happy? I think um, I think that when you say when a person says that they're not healed themselves. Yeah, when a person says that they're not healed themselves. There are some people that just love to be in contention, to be in disagreement. That's their love language. They love to always um, be at it. They um, love to always um, be at it. They love to always be in strife. They love to always be in disagreement. And so I want to give you 5 keys to a healthy relationship. All right. Now, number one, the first key to a healthy relationship is that you can have uncomfortable conversations without fear of being dumped or regret. You can have uncomfortable conversations, things that make a person uncomfortable to talk about, but you can talk about it. The other thing is not only just not feeling dumped, feel like you're gonna get dumped or regret, but the other thing is that you're not gonna be judged. You're not gonna be judged by having an uncomfortable conversation because sometimes uncomfortable conversations reveal your past. And if you're in a relationship, why be in a relationship with somebody that you can't talk about any and everything without feeling regret, without feeling like this person, or if I have this uncomfortable conversation, they're going to get rid of me. If I have this uncomfortable conversation, they're going to see me in a different way. The right one, you can have uncomfortable conversations with them. The right one, listen to me, the right man, ladies, he is going to be able to talk about any and everything and not make you feel like, wow, I shouldn't have said that. I've been in relationships like that. Like I remember one time I shared with a young lady. Um, I shared with a young lady the way that I was raised and that I didn't go to school that much. My mother didn't send me to school that much. And in the heat of one of our disagreements, she threw that up. That's why you can't do this, and that's why you can't do that. And it really hurt me because I shared information that I thought she could handle. Because a lot of times when you can't have comfortable conversations with people, it simply means that they don't have the capacity to carry what you told them. They don't have the bandwidth. Are y'all listening to me? They don't have the bandwidth because if you're in a healthy relationship, you can have uncomfortable conversation without being afraid, without being afraid of regret. I regret I said that. I regret that I talked about that. Or, you know what? They're going to get rid of me if we talk about this. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody, you ought to be able to have uncomfortable things that make you uncomfortable, but you can get through it. So we're talking about 5 keys to a healthy relationship. You want to be with somebody that's healthy, not only healthy, but whole. Healthy means I'm healed. Healthy means I don't have any ailments. Healthy means that I can say things and you're not going to throw it up later. Healthy means, number two, you two continue, you two continue to make plans for the future together. You are constantly setting goals that will benefit you both as a team. I told you, ladies, any man that don't talk about you in their future, you don't have a future with them. A man that can talk about you in their future, that's a healthy person. Not only they can talk about you in their future, but you're continually setting goals for the future together. A healthy relationship is not one where you're wondering, who am I in the relationship? They are going to, they are going to continue to tell you who you are. You my, hey, you know you're my boo. You know you're my lady. you know. Let's go look at a house together. Let's go look at what we gonna what we gonna do by the time we together. We married 5 years, 10 years. They setting goals. If you're not with somebody that can't include you in their future, that's not healthy. Because money, you can lose money. You can lose money, and you can make that back. But one thing you cannot get back, and that's time. It's not healthy if somebody just drags you along and say, well, I want to do, I see us, but I need to get myself together and we need to do that. No, he's setting goals with you. Y'all setting goals together. You're building together. He's not putting you on ice while he gets himself together, because you're always, ladies, understand this. You're always getting yourself together. You're never all the way there. So when a man keeps putting you off, that's unhealthy. Especially, it's unhealthy because you want to go further and they don't. That's unhealthy. So number one, 5 keys to a healthy relationship: you can have uncomfortable conversations. Number one. Number two, you two continue to make plans for the future. Both of you are able to make plans for the future. Both of you have input. Both of you have say so. Both of you have say so. You don't want to just, he just making all the plans and you have no say so. She just making all the plans. You have no say. It is a reciprocal. Both of you are able to share. We're talking about 5 keys to a healthy relationship in our series here of When the Right One Comes. Don't forget to email me if there's something that you want me to talk about here. Email me for advice. You can go to gregdavidshow.com. You actually can email me if you want to set up a coaching session one-on-one. I do one-on-one. I do couples. Email gregdavidshow@gmail.com and we'll send you the link to set up your appointment. gregdavidshow@gmail.com. And don't forget your trucker hat. Don't forget your trucker hat, all right? Get your trucker hat. Go with God. Go with God. Get your trucker hat. www.gregdavidshow.com. Gregdavidshow.com. You gotta say www. So we're talking about 5 keys. We talked about key number one. You have uncomfortable conversations without fear of being dumped or regret and being thrown back up in your face. That brings regret. Number two, you two can continue to make plans for the future. You are constantly making goals, setting goals for the two of you. You are constantly setting goals that will benefit you both as a team, not individuality. I'm not telling you that he's telling you this is what I'm gonna do. I'm saying you're setting goals as a team. As a team. Number three, respect is present even during a disagreement. People that are healthy learn how to disagree in a healthy manner. I said people that are healthy know how to disagree in a healthy, respectful manner. Respect should be present at all times. You don't disrespect because you disagree. Or I just said something. You don't disrespect because you disagree. Let me say it again. You don't disrespect because you disagree. You respect the person. You may disagree with their opinion, but you respect the person. There are people that get in disagreements and they disrespect one another. I'm to the belief that they didn't respect one another in the first place. There was disrespect. There was respect that was absent in the relationship all the time. But when emotions fly, then disrespect comes into play. Are you hearing me? You 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 don't you don't just become disrespectful because you're disagreeing. You really don't respect the person in the first place, and they don't respect you, or they don't respect you. When the relationship is healthy, I see you and I respect you. I just did a video for posting, um, about many times you're in relationships and the person don't see you. You're present with them. You go out with them. You sleep with them. You may even have sex with them, but they don't see you. Because if I see you, I respect you. If you see me, you're going to respect me. If I'm present, if I'm present in the relationship, then you see me. If I'm present in the relationship. If you make me if you make me present in your life, then you see me. So, key number 3, respect is present even during disagreements. We can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. Respect is present. Key number 1, you can have uncomfortable conversations without fear of being dumped or regret. Number 2, you two continue to make plans for the future together. What's best for the team, us together. When you talk like that, then there's a future. Number 3, respect is present even during disagreements. I'm talking about 5 keys to a healthy. Stop believing these people and say you can't be in a healthy relationship. Many people are not in a healthy relationship because they didn't do the due diligence. They didn't do the due diligence prior to getting in the relationship. They didn't take their time. Time is the revealer of all things. I done told y'all. Time is the revealer of all things, y'all. Thank y'all for your comments. I see you. Time. Number 4. You and your partner are committed to being accountable. You may not always agree with your partner's feelings about an issue, but accountability goes a long way. You're accountable to one another. Accountability. Hmm? Accountability. You're accountable, even though you don't agree. You are accountable. You're accountable. You're accountable. The word accountable. Um, you're required or expected to justify actions or decisions. You're responsible to each other. You're responsible to each other. Hmm? You're responsible to each other. May not always agree. Hmm? I don't agree with your feelings all the time. I got an issue with you. Hmm? I don't like your decision, but I'm here. You're accountable to one another. Nobody in these days wants to be accountable to anybody. Just want to do, I'm accountable. Accountable to make this work. Even though I don't agree with you. You don't even, hell, you don't even agree with yourself half the time. Hmm? You don't even agree with yourself. Accountable. Accountability in a relationship goes a long way. I'm accountable to you. Number 5, you're committed to serving the other person. I'm committed to serving. Committed to serving. Committed to serving one another. It ain't just about me. It's about you too. It ain't just about you. It's about me too. This is not a one-sided relationship. We are committed to serving one another. I want to know what you want. Not about me all the time. Ladies, if you're with a man that he always just wants it his way, he's not serving your needs. Matter of fact, don't even have the capacity. He's not serving uh, your feelings. He's not supportive. He's not committed to being supportive to what your feelings are, what you like to do, what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to go, what you want to do sometime. That's not serving one another. You are committed to serving the other person. See, if you're going to not serve the other person in a relationship, then that means you're not ready for a relationship. You like being single. Because being in a relationship, we're talking about 5 keys to a healthy relationship. It's not healthy if it's just about you. It's not healthy if it's just about them. It's not healthy if you just want your way. It's not healthy if they just want their way. You should always be thinking about what's best for us, but also how can I serve this person? What do they need? And you don't have to always ask. When you are in tune to somebody, when you are in tune to somebody, when you are um, when you're in tune with somebody, you don't have to ask them. When you're in tune, you ain't gotta ask, what do you need? You watch them. You know what they need. Ladies, you know he's hungry. You know today he just needs you to listen to him. He don't need you to respond. This is why a lot of relationships don't work, because we're not in tune to one another. We talk at one another. We don't watch one another. We don't listen. Ladies, a man wants you to be in tune to their feelings. And most times, either side don't have the capacity to serve. You can't serve somebody else and it's all always about you. Relationships don't work that way. About your feelings. You know how you can tell when somebody is just about them? They always blame you for being about you. And it's really them. Relationships and marriages are there to serve one another. If they can't serve you, and if you can't serve them, you might as well be by yourself. Why are you with somebody? and they can't meet needs. Why are you with somebody and when you need them, they're not there? You might as well be by yourself. Now they ain't got to walk up and say, "How can I serve you?" No, they just gonna do it. Serve you in support. Serve you with support physically. Serve you. Sometimes the only thing you need is somebody's presence. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to say a word. Serving is not just going to give me a plate. Serving is not just going to, no. Can you serve me mentally? Can you serve me emotionally? Can you serve me physically? I'm not talking about slavery. And you know what else? It has to be natural. It cannot be fake. It cannot be pushed, because who you love or who you want to be with, it will come naturally. So, 5 keys. I hope you wrote them down. Let me say them again, because I'm closing. 5 keys to a healthy. Stop listening to these people talking about, people they love struggle love. Nobody got time for struggle love. I want to be in a healthy relationship. Put it in the comments. I want to be in a healthy relationship. One that meets the needs of both of us. Healthy relationships meets the needs of both partners. Healthy relationships meets the needs of both partners. Number one, you can be uncomfortable. You can have uncomfortable conversations. Number one, you can have uncomfortable conversations without fear of being dumped or regret, being thrown back up in your face. Number two, you two continue to make plans for the team, for the unit, not just separately. Number three, respect is present even during disagreements. We disagree, but we still respect each other's opinion and voice. I see you. Number four, you and your partner are committed to being accountable to one another. And number five, you're committed to serving one another. 5 keys to a healthy relationship. I want you to consider partnering with me. I want you to consider partnering with me. If you could just give a seed, Cash App, Greg Davis 10, PayPal, contact Greg Davis, gmail.com. I could do this and charge for this, but I don't. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries, Zelle, Greg Davis Show at gmail.com, Venmo, Greg Davis 1. If you could give $23 a month, if you could give $23 a month, if all of you could give $23 a month, it would help me do what I do. Got a lot of stuff to do. Building my team. People don't work for free. You enjoy these things, these times together. Go to the Cash App right now, Greg Davis 10, and give a donation. If you're in church, you know what a seed is. All right. Thank y'all so much. I hope these 5 keys. Won't you write me and let me know at Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. Get your trucker hat. Go with God. And we'll see you next time. 5 keys to a healthy relationship. I hope it helped you. Peace.